What's going on, guys? Biblical Reaper here. Today we have a hardcore domination 6 vs 6 nuclear. But before we get into the topic, I just want to urge you, if you're not going to watch the whole gameplay, go ahead and check out the end of this video for a teaser off of my last video on my channel. Alright, let's go. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about hardcore and why I play hardcore. You know, I've noticed on a couple of my videos here on the Reloaded channel, people are always asking, you know, wow, he's one bursting them with the M8 and so on and so forth. And sometimes people don't read the title, and I just kind of want to clear it up, you know, so you guys know what you're watching. So I'm a hardcore player. I didn't really start playing hardcore until Black Ops 2. Let me talk a little bit about why I got into hardcore and the reason I like it in this game. It may change for Ghost, but for now, let's talk about Black Ops 2. So when this game first came out, you know, during the Modern Warfare 3 series, I mainly played TDM. I think the flow was a little bit bad in domination. The spawns were terrible. In Kill Confirmed, it always seemed like, you know, everybody was stealing my tags, and it didn't seem like a teamwork environment, you know what I mean? So one of my buddies was playing hardcore capture the flag, and what they were doing some vicious spawn trapping. So, you know, I hopped in, played some games, and I noticed that in this Call of Duty, they took out the respawn delay. So in the previous Call of Duties, if you've ever played hardcore, you would notice that they had a delay, like I believe it was like 5 to 7 seconds in hardcore. So that's not too fun, you know. So when they took out the fact that you could have that respawn timer, it made this game type a little more interesting. You know, what I noticed when I first started playing Black Ops 2 is that the lag was terrible. And I mean, everybody complains about it, and you know, in all the Call of Duties there's been issues with, you know, lag comp and the way the lag system works. But in Black Ops, you know, I have really good internet, so it was really hard to, it's almost like sometimes I was at a disadvantage for having the better internet. You know, they lag comped me down to, you know, meet the average of the average internet of the players in the game. So what was happening at the time, obviously right now I'm playing with the M8, it's one of my favorite guns. You know, it was taking me 3, 4, maybe 5 bursts at times to kill people. You know, I'm a pretty good Call of Duty player. I'm not saying I'm the best in the world by no means, but I can hold my own. So when, you know, I'm getting these 3, 4, 5 bursts into people and they're not dying at close range, it was frustrating. It almost, you know, it almost made me want to go back to Modern Warfare 3. For a little bit there, I hopped back on Modern Warfare 2. Something about that game, even though there's a lot of overpowered stuff, it's still fun to play. It's still fun to go to, you know, get with some of your friends and drop some nukes, you know what I mean? But after hopping in some hardcore games, it rejuvenated Call of Duty for me. It made me want to go back to Black Ops 2, and it kept me there for a decent amount of time. You know, I'm still playing it to this day because I feel like that I have a, you know, fair enough advantage in hardcore. If I see somebody first, you know, I get the first shot, they die, which is awesome, you know what I mean? If you guys haven't played hardcore, I would suggest go ahead and hop in a couple games. It might not be your cup of tea, you might hate it, who knows, you might love it. So I guess my big point on this commentary today is, am I going to play hardcore in Ghosts, or am I going to go back to core? I guess we'll see if, you know, how it pans out. You know, with the dedicated servers coming into play, you know, I might just go back to core. But in the meantime, the last couple weeks here, I'll be playing hardcore in Black Ops. I might switch over to MW3, you know, because all Infinity War games feel the same and Treyarch games feel the same. But this has been pretty much it for this week, guys. If you haven't tried out hardcore, go ahead and do so. But like I said at the beginning of the video, at the end of this, there's a teaser from one of my latest videos on my channel. I hope you guys come check me out. I got some pretty good content. I'm out, Biblical Reaper style. I've been woken up in the middle of the night, and I've been having this reoccurring dream. And it's kind of actually scary.